What's up, my people? My name is Kellen Haynes, also known as Kellen Motivates. Thank you to Miss Quenisha, the book nerd, for inviting me to her platform, Black Male Author Speak Week. So I started writing about between the ages of 10 and 12. I started with writing songs, producing or making beats at that time. I didn't know what producing was at 10 or 12. I just knew I wanted to make beats. I thought it was cool. Writing songs was cool. And I just continued to do it probably up until the age of about 35. So about 35, 36, about my mid 30s. Around that time, I subconsciously went on a hiatus. I believe I became burnt out, tired, discouraged, stopped believing in myself. Because you got to understand, at that point in my life, I had been doing music all my life. My dream was to be a music producer and a writer. At this time, I was working a normal job. I had just graduated with my bachelor's in audio engineering. But by the time I graduated, man, I was done. I was burnt out. It was time for me to do something else. So I took a hiatus. Fast forward to 2023. That was a tough year for me. Spiritually and mentally, I was going through it. I was 39, approaching 40. And 40 is a big number, especially for a man. That's like our turning point in life. That's when we start to hit our stride, most of us anyway, if we haven't already. But for me, I felt like I ain't had nothing to show for all the work that I put in, all the hard work that I put in for music or for anything. I felt like I hadn't accomplished nothing. And I was just moseying on with life. At this time, I'm working for a trash company, the same one I still work for to this day. But at this time, man, I would pull up at work in the morning and I would sit on my car and I would look around at my coworkers, most of them men, black men. And they all looked like life had took a toll, like it was nothing else left. And I said to myself, this can't be it. This ain't it. It's gotta be more. I went on a fast for 40 days. I told you I was approaching 40. So it was time to do a 40-day fast. And when you fast to grow closer to God. And you fast when you're trying to hear from God. I was trying to hear from God. I needed to hear from God. I had to, ASAP. Because I was just trying to figure out life. And I didn't know my next move. I knew I didn't want to be stuck where I was. And I enjoyed the job that I do, even to this day. But then and now, I don't want to be stuck there. I got dreams. And I got ambitions. I got goals. I got things that I want to accomplish. And at that time, man, I was trying to figure out what am I going to do. I didn't even have a clue. I wasn't even trying to go back to music or anything. But toward the end of my fast, man, God revealed to me. He dropped something in my spirit. He lit a fire up under me to write again. It started with songs, but it wasn't about songs. What he revealed was I needed to write a book. It was time to write a book. I had never been in that lane before. I'd never done that. Actually, I was scared to do that because I didn't think I had nothing to write about. But once I started writing, I had plenty to write about. I had some encouraging words for people. And that's where my book, Push, Power Up, Stretch Higher, 21 Days of Devotional Affirmation, that's where that came from. Because what I was feeling, I know it's other people in the world that feel the same thing. And I wanted to put my experience on paper or inside of a book so somebody can read it and be encouraged from day to day. They say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. Well, I believe the same thing for change. When scripture, motivation, inspiration all come together and applied correctly to one's life, change is inevitable. So this is my book. Again, Push, Power Up, Stretch Higher, 21 Days of Devotional Affirmations. I still read this book myself as if I didn't write it because I still need encouragement. Sometimes I need to encourage myself. Well, this is myself speaking to me. But I also wrote this book for you so that it speaks to your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Because I don't want you to give up. You got more inside of you than you know. And God gave you everything you need to continue pressing. So you can purchase Push, Power Up, Stretch Higher, 21 Days of Devotional Affirmation by me, Kellen Haynes, on Amazon. Or you can DM me or message me on Facebook, and we'll get you your copy ASAP. Alright? I appreciate y'all time, man. It's Kellen Motivates. I love y'all. Peace. Push.